Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Nichell Sheree. Today I'm going to show you how I did this headboard behind me for under $50. It was very simple and it only took me a day to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you. So this is my inspiration for my new headboard. This is what my headboard looked like before. It was actually a gray linen tufted headboard with nail heads on the wings. So for this headboard, you will need pool noodles. I used the Super Swim pool noodles. Those were the larger size ones. You will also need liquid nails glue, stapler, staples, and your fabric. Guys, these are the colors that I was looking at. I first wanted to go with the blue, but then I chose to go with a different color, and guess which one it was? With the ruby. I thought it was a rich, sexy color, and it's a big change from what I have already. So this is what the fabric looks like all rolled out. It was 4.4 yards at $5.99 a yard, so it cost me $24. Right here, I'm measuring out the width that I need. I did go an inch and a half longer, but I do recommend you go 2 to 3 inches longer because one side was kind of short for me. But now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the length. So here I'm just cutting all my pool noodles in half. I did use my electric knife. I found that way easier than using scissors. So once your fabric and your pool noodles are cut and ready to be installed, I just went ahead and took off all the fabric from the headboard. I made this headboard about 6 years ago on my own. As you can see, I used, I believe, 3-inch screws to hold the wings on the side. And these are actually 2x4s. So yeah, there it is. And I just went and popped all the buttons and just took it all off. Now you can do this with any headboard. If you have a flat headboard, a square headboard, this will work. And I'm going to show you what it looks like once I take everything off and show you how I had a flat surface. So if you have a flat surface, like I said, this will work on any headboard. So this is what the headboard looks like. It's just a 4x8 MDF board that I got from the Home Depot. So here I just have my liquid nails, and I took 1/2 of a pool noodle, spread the glue on the back, and I'm just using the top as my level line because the MDF board is straight across. So that was fairly easy. I didn't have to measure anything out. And here I'm just going to put on some painter tape just to hold it in place while the glue dries. got a different pool noodle. When you cut them in half, my lines weren't all that straight. So I wanted to make sure that I had a pool noodle that was the same size as the one that's already up there. Going to quickly flip the board around so I can get to the back and go ahead and staple my fabric on. Now for this part, you probably need 2 people if you have a large headboard like me. If it's a twin size, you probably can do it yourself. But I had a hard time keeping the fabric up. So if you have someone on hand, please ask for help at this point. Your fabric finally in the position that you need it to, you just want to lap over about 1 inch. Staple every 1/2 inch. You really want to make sure it's secure and it's not going to go anywhere. So at this point, I flipped my board back over. This is the front where I did the pool noodles. So now I'm going to go and pull the fabric as tight as you can. And you want to kind of go up underneath the noodle, not completely, but you don't want any of these staples to show when you go and do your next row of noodles. So I'm just pulling the fabric as I go ahead and staple it, making sure it's nice and tight. Did in the first step, glue in the back. Go ahead, you don't have to tape these this time, you can just go ahead and staple. I was able to get 8 rows out of 8 pool noodles that I cut in half. The pool noodles came to $20. I actually got 5 from the Goodwill about 6 months ago, and then I went to the Walmart and got 3 more. They were $3 a piece at the Walmart. At this point, I screwed the wings back on, and I also just did a layer of fabric down at the bottom. So this is what the back looks like. As you can see, I stapled the heck out of it. I know for sure this is not going anywhere, okay? So this is the finished product. It looks amazing. The board cost me under $50.